Reading from the Science of Mind magazine, The Daily Guides. This one is from March 3rd. I think I got a bit confused with either March 1st or 2nd. I'll have to look at it. I think I owe you a reading from yesterday because the one I gave was not for yesterday. But anyway, it's all good, right? It's all good. Today's reading is called Yes. Yes. And the first quote is from Ernest Holmes' This Thing Called You, page 10. One by one, without frenzy or impatience, you are going to remove the mental blocks that stand between you and your destiny. And in the Science of Mind textbook on page 243, Ernest Holmes says, I expect fully and emphatically the answer to my prayer today. Right now, I possess a thing I so greatly desire. And this is what Reverend Margaret has got to say. Frequently, I like to open my prayer work with a single word. Yes. It is to me an open door to the love and wisdom of the universal presence. Yes says to God, I'm open, I'm receptive, I trust the gifts that come to me every day. And it says to the universal law that I give it something positive for its responses. If we understand that the law of mind brings to us in form the nature of what we think about, we will realize the need to be positive, to be affirmative. In other words, to say yes. Biblically, we read, as a man thinketh, so is he. As ye believe, so shall ye receive. These are simply statements that say that our thoughts determine the divine's response to us. Consequently, we need to consider what we are giving to the infinite mind to which to say yes. Can we, in other words, say yes to ourselves? Are we blessings? Do we know that we are holy, wholesome, right where we are? Some people have come to believe that they are somehow broken or unworthy, to which message the infinite mind must say yes. It is only wisdom and self-respect to make certain that our thoughts are healthy, friendly, and self-approving. We self-correct as needed, of course, but we accept for ourselves only the best that life has to offer. We're summarized by, it's done unto you as you believe. And Reverend Jesse summarized that yesterday by saying, of course, belief is thought plus feeling. In some of the ancient texts, they had said that belief is thought plus desire. So in order to have desire, you have to have feeling. So whichever you choose to use, thought plus desire, thought plus feeling, it all comes down to the same thing. That is what you project into the universal subjective mind. And that is what the universal subjective mind responds back to you with. So in other words, be careful what you think and be careful what you feel. Because over time, and if it's strong enough, it's going to start materializing in this plane of existence. So that's the basic message here today for the beginning of the week. I really don't have a whole lot else to say. Reverend Margaret likes long affirmations. I don't, but since it's her deal, I'll read them out to you. I am the place where God stands forth in the world as me. I am the place where God stands forth in the world as me. The face that I turn to God is receptive and trusting of the presence of God. The face that I turn to God is receptive and trusting of the presence of God. Therefore, I receive good in every way. Therefore, I receive good in every way. As I mentioned, my voice is, yesterday, my voice was not all that brilliant. It's not all that much better today. So I am not going to go any further with this. I'm just going to leave it at that. Simply say, hey, it's done it to you, you believe. Yeah, Reverend Jesse also mentioned what one of our friends, actually it was Denise Schmalskoff and Dick Schmalskoff, the two of them used to say. And we put it actually on our kitchen counter so we can see it. Do you want the universe to say yes to that? Do you want the universe to say yes to that? In other words, when you've got negative thinking going on, is that really what you want to manifest? You want the universe to say yes to that. As I said, we printed it out and we stuck it in our kitchen so we can see it whenever we go in the kitchen, which is a great reminder to keep our thoughts on track. So that's really all I've got for today. As I said, my voice, I don't want it to give out, so I'm actually going to end it then just by saying Reverend Lisa will be back on tomorrow at 9:15. And of course, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. She'll be back. I'll be back usually around about 5. Tomorrow it won't be 5. It'll have to be either early or late because I have to be at a business meeting at 4:45. So it's either going to be somewhere around about 4 o'clock or it's going to be somewhere around about 7:30 in the evening. Well, it can't be 7:30 because I have a class starting at 7. So it's going to be 4 p.m. or it's going to be something like 9 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So there we are. But I will be back. And hopefully back in full voice. Until next time, please take care of yourselves